So a couple of weeks ago, Apple finally released its uh, application store for the Mac that they've been talking about releasing for, uh, from when I first saw it, it was probably like a month and a half beforehand, but they finally just released it. Um, the App Store, as you can see right here, um, it's basically all Mac applications specifically, and a lot of the apps that are already on there are ones that you've probably already seen before. Um, because what I think Apple's doing is mostly with this App Store, I'll open up in a second, but they're basically just making a more convenient and easy way to, like group all these applications together. And, I'm not positive, but I think um, they're doing the same thing that they allowed the iPhone and iPod Touch game developers and app developers develop Mac applications. And I think with a lot of the games, they're programmed the same way, except for without multi-touch screen. It's the mouse and keyboard and everything. Um, but like I said before, a lot of these apps you might have already seen before. Ones that I've already seen before are uh, Evernote. That's something that I use quite often. Um, Call of Duty, um, Pixelmator. Uh, so to get the Apple App Store, um, you need to be running Snow Leopard. Uh, I think. Well, you would go into Software Update. It's not on the actual Apple website, but you go into Software Update, and it's part of one of the Mac OS 10 combined updates. It'll probably be for 10.6.6. Yeah, so it's not like a specific update just for that, but whoops. But it's built into it, so you just have to look around for it. Um, the nice thing about this is, like I said, it brings like all those great sites, for Mac applications, and basically brings it into one place. It doesn't have every single one, but has a pretty good portion of them so far. What I'm liking what they're doing is, you know, Aperture 3, $80. It's normally I think 200. That's what I paid for. Just the Aperture. Yeah, Aperture 3. I paid 200 for Aperture 2 with the disc from the Apple Store. This, you don't get the disc or anything. Um, but you get it right away. You don't have to go out and find an Apple Store. Um, of course, you do have to download, files like that. And if you have slow internet, that could be a big pain in the butt. Um, but if you have a relatively fast internet connection, this is no big deal. So that's nice. And then let's see. Another thing. Well, that's kind of weird. Normally it would say installed, but say you only use like iMovie, for example, and you don't use iPhoto or GarageBand with the App Store. Now you can download just these apps specifically. You don't have to pay. I think iLife is $80. It might be $100, but it might even be cheaper. But basically, you only have to pay for the price of one app, and you get to save yourself some money and space on your computer. So that's nice. The way you pay for the apps, it's tied in with your normal iTunes account. Um, all you do is you just log into it, and if you have a credit card on there, just charge it to that. If you have iTunes gift card money, obviously it'll just charge it to that. That's what I use, just gift cards, just because, you know, I don't have to worry about something going wrong with the credit card. Personally, I haven't bought very many apps. The only one I've actually purchased is Chopper 2. I'll show you that in a second, but these are the five apps that I've downloaded so far. Action Potato, you know, ooh, jump. You basically just have to try to catch these little potatoes and, you know, try not to catch that, because if you do, then you lose one of your guys. You know, simple little application. Mindless fun. Basket Mania, you know, another free app. It's basically free throw, free shot, whatever. But just a little basketball game. Here, turn off that music. Basically, like you probably assume already, your goal is to make it into the basket. You know, try to get a high score. I'm obviously not very good at it. I haven't played it very much, but I just downloaded it just to test it. It's not something I'd really play anyways. But, you know, if basketball is your thing, this might be entertaining. Chopper 2. I'm going to keep the... Oh, it's getting a little bit laggy because I'm running Sun Smooth, and I have a little bit older MacBook, so you know, it's kind of amazing that it's running so smoothly. But you know, this is only $1. You can get it for your iPod Touch, and if you have it on your iPod Touch and on your computer, you can use your iPod Touch to control it. But basically, you just do a bunch of different missions and stuff. You know, it's not the greatest graphics in the world. I mean, they're nice for what they are. Obviously, it's just more simple and everything. But it's definitely entertaining, and for only $1, you know, what the heck, why not? So yeah, simple helicopter game. Sorry about my fans kicking in. So yeah, and then Swack It. I'm not going to go into it because it'll give away, you know, my location and everything. But basically, it's kind of a clever weather application. It not only shows you the weather and the radar and everything in your area, but it actually shows you with little drawings like you can see right here what you should be wearing, or what's recommended based on the temperatures, which is kind of cool because if you're not really sure if it's sweater weather or t-shirt and shorts weather, this application will show you exactly that. And yeah, Whistle Phone, it's basically you type in your, I think your zip code when you sign up, and then it'll give you an area code for the phone number. So let's just say if your actual cell phone is like a 715 number, you'll be able to get your own phone number that's 715, and you can make phone calls from it, and you can receive phone calls. So I'd say it's almost more legit than with a Skype account or anything else. But yeah, the Mac App Store, it's definitely worth the update. Seeing Angry Birds, full screen on your computer, especially if you have like a 27-inch display, definitely be worth the $5. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot more I can say about this. Sorry if I went on for an extended amount of time, but first video I've made on this channel in like, I don't know, probably a year. I'm trying to get back into it. But yeah, so Mac Application Store, definitely recommend it.